Investigators don't call me for your standard child abuse case.
The forensic psychologist who helped track down Travis Decker sitting down tonight. How she managed to get inside the mind of the killer.
Ending the month of October on a spooky gray note, but otherwise quiet conditions for trick-or-treaters. I am tracking showers and very windy conditions for your Saturday.
And Halloween night brought frights to the gridiron. Find out which teams managed to scare up a win.
Thanks for staying up late with us tonight for KREM 2 News on this Halloween night. I'm Cody Proctor. We'll get to those stories in just a moment, but first tonight, we've got another weather impact alert to get you ready for. We're looking at incredibly gusty winds that could turn out to be a real problem for us this weekend. Meteorologist Michelle Boss is getting us prepared tonight.
Yes, one half of our weekend is going to be pretty active. The second half, a little bit better, but it was quiet tonight for trick-or-treaters. Just a few sprinkles out there, but things are going to turn, as I mentioned, more active tomorrow. And the main impact is going to be wind. We'll see rain as well, but the wind is what you're going to have to watch out for, especially during the afternoon and evening hours. We're expecting peak gusts in general of 30 to 45 miles per hour, but we could see isolated gusts of 50 miles per hour. Overall, sustained winds are going to be pretty breezy out of the southwest from 15 to 25 miles per hour. So if you do have any other Halloween decorations still out there that you don't want to get blown away, probably better to stake those down. But for the most part, we escaped with just a few sprinkles during the late afternoon and evening hours. We're going to see increasing chances of rain overnight and tomorrow, and we can see some of those light rain showers moving through. But again, the wind is going to be the big impact tomorrow. Wind advisory in effect for much of eastern Washington from Spokane on southward. That's from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. tomorrow, again with gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Not as chilly tomorrow morning as it was this morning. We're in the lower 40s right now. Shouldn't get much colder. In fact, temperatures will likely even go up during the overnight as the rain moves in and the winds start picking up. But a mild day tomorrow, 57 degrees. It'll cool down on Sunday. Sunshine coming back out. Probably need to rake those leaves up. The high of 49. And the upcoming week is looking wet.
Michelle, thanks so much. Well, taking a live look tonight at the U.S. Capitol, time's running out for tens of thousands of people across the state losing SNAP benefits as the government shutdown drags on. Today, 2 federal judges ordered the Trump administration to restore that funding, but as of now, there's no real clear timeline or guarantee that will happen. The judge's ruling says the administration's required by law to use contingency funds to pay at least partial benefits. Both judges rejected the Department of Agriculture's claim it couldn't use contingency funds during the shutdown. The government has until Monday to tell the court whether it plans to do so. Washington Democrats are feeling vindicated by today's ruling. Senator Patty Murray posting online saying that a contingency fund is for situations like this. Murray goes on to quote, "If families go hungry, it's because Trump chose to ignore the law to cut off SNAP for political leverage," end quote. Now, it is important to note the judge's rulings only opens the door for partial SNAP benefits. The contingency funds also is limited. Now, this ruling also comes the same day that Washington Congressman Michael Baumgartner toured Second Harvest here in Spokane to hear how they're handling a surge in demand because of the shutdown. There, he saw empty shelves with demand at drive-through food pickup surging to more than double what Second Harvest usually sees. Hours before the federal judge's ruling, we asked him about claims that there are provisions to fund food assistance during a shutdown and that the Trump administration's legally required to do so.
Well, I think that's just a distraction from the Democrats because of their nervousness. That in reality, they're the ones that have shut the government down. I mean, it is Congress that has to appropriate funds and pass the budget. The president can't create funding out of thin air.
Even with the ruling, food stamp payments may be delayed by weeks. In the meantime, Baumgartner is asking people across the Inland Northwest to donate to programs like Second Harvest. Tonight, the profile instrumental in tracking Travis Decker down is giving insights into how he died and why he was found so close to the crime scene. Eric Wilkinson with our Seattle sister station takes us inside the mind of Travis Decker.
As a forensic psychologist, it's Dr. Stacy Chiquette's job to unpack the most horrific of crimes.
Investigators don't call me for your standard kind of child abuse case.
Dr. Chiquette was on duty helping investigators working on the suffocation murders of the 3 Decker girls cope with their own emotional trauma when she quietly offered her services. Chiquette works in private practice and is one of only a handful of people in the world with her level of expertise. When she started looking at the file, she knew this case would be one of her most difficult.
It's like putting together a puzzle when you don't know what the picture is and you don't have all the pieces.
To piece that puzzle together, Dr. Chiquette examined Decker's books and journals, learning everything she could to put herself in the killer's head.
I want to know about their entire lives, and I also want to know about their secret lives. That's the only way to really do this work, is to become that person in every sense.
After more than 3 months and 7,000 square miles of fruitless searching, Chiquette led investigators to Decker's remains, just 3/4 of a mile from the crime scene. Chiquette says people in Decker's state of mind typically fight, flee, or freeze. It appears he chose the latter.
It is not uncommon for individuals that have a pretty significant mental health problem to experience that kind of freeze response where their mind kind of goes blank, they can't think through things. It's not uncommon for us to find them relatively close to where the crime occurred.
Of course, the constant question here is why? Why did Travis Decker do what he did? We asked those questions, and the doctor believes she has a pretty good idea, but there are some things she says she simply can't talk about. How do you go from having issues to murdering your 3 children? Why would he want to stay so close?
We don't want to say something that is speculative, but then the words are out there, and those words hurt people in real time.
There are certain things that are private. This is Grindstone Mountain.
For reasons she can't yet specify, Chiquette led search crews to a specific area on Grindstone Mountain.
She even guesstimated about what elevation we were looking at, and we really appreciate her insight.
Within a day, they found his remains along with a green t-shirt and shorts. There was no weapon, no suicide note. The Army Ranger with survival training appeared unprepared or unwilling to survive at all.
There are also ways that people can passively choose to die, whether that's, not eating or drinking, whether that's exposure to the elements without proper attire, but there's a lot of ways that people can do that.
Dr. Chiquette stresses only Travis Decker knows the answers to these questions. She believes the killings were likely not the result of any single event, rather the response to an alternate reality created by mental illness that none of us can fully comprehend.
I wish I knew. I wish I knew what he was thinking and feeling and experiencing.
While the Decker case is officially closed, the why will always haunt Dr. Stacy Chiquette.
It will never be done. It will follow the family and many other people for the rest of their lives. But at least having the closure of locating Decker is a small gift in the journey towards healing and closure.
Eric Wilkinson, King 5 News.
Next on KREM 2 News tonight, the suspect in a deadly hit and run that killed the Chaz COO back in court today, the reason why. And later, we're bringing you some tricks and the treats from Spokane Valley. We'll be right back.